This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, it's the eve of the primary election, and we'll let you know what some of the candidates have to say. Happy New Week, everyone, and welcome to FYI. I'm Ken Kara. Here's tonight's headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Election officials are expecting a low turnout for Tuesday's primary and for Democrats to be out in larger numbers than Republicans. According to absentee ballots, the amount is down from 300 in previous years to 130 this year, indicating a lower turnout rate. Democrats will outnumber Republicans due to the governor's race. Marissa Crispell, Luzerne County election director, says, quote, "It is a primary. Usually voter turnout is a little low, but the Democratic ballot is chock full of candidates and contested races," unquote. And while many candidates are unopposed tomorrow, 3 men are vying for the Republican nomination for U.S. Congress in the 17th District. They are Bethlehem Township sports car racing team owner Matt Connolly, Wind Gap airplane pilot Matt Dietz, and Schuylkill County coroner and medical director of the Simon Kramer Cancer Institute, Dr. David Moylan.
First and most important, Obamacare has to go. It cannot be fixed. It must be repealed. That's the first thing. The second thing is energy independence. Could you imagine how much better this country would be if we had the same fuel prices now that we did when Barack Obama took office? It was $1.84 a gallon for gas. Look at how cold this winter was. Look at the heat bills people have, the cost of oil, the cost of natural gas. We have a huge amount of resources beneath our feet right now. We have to get them and stop sending $800 billion to Saudi Arabia, who don't really like us anyway.
As I've gone around through all 6 counties in this big district and gone door to door and hit quite a bit of events talking to people, and it's jobs and economy are number one. And and those issues aren't Republican or Democratic issues. I mean, everyone's facing it. So it's the inability to find these good family-sustaining jobs and the rising cost of energy and healthcare. And it doesn't need to be that way. Pennsylvania is blessed with the natural resources of coal and natural gas that Pennsylvania could be a leader in energy and these good family-sustaining jobs and the support jobs that go with it, like manufacturing, retail stores, restaurants, and all of that could elevate Pennsylvania and not only in a leading employing state, but also a leader in energy.
Let's start off with first principles, and that's the sanctity of human life. That is pretty much like a foundation for a house. Everything else that has anything to do with core values, justice, and peace is built on that foundation. So that's my primary stance. Also very important, number 2, would be this unalienable right given to us by the Second Amendment, where we have the right to keep and bear arms, not as a militia, but as individual citizens.
Now, tomorrow's winner will battle incumbent Democrat Matt Cartwright in the general election. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania Legislative District 119 has been redrawn and now includes West Hazleton and half of Hazel Township. Incumbent State Representative Gerald Mullery is being challenged by longtime Hazleton Area School Board Director Tony Bonomo.
One of the most important issues that faces the constituents that I represent is the Property Tax Independence Act, commonly referred to as HB or SB 76. It is the #1 issue that I am contacted on by my constituents. And in the beginning, 4 years ago when I was first elected, we were told that that bill would never see the light of day in Harrisburg. I'm happy to report that this session we actually got it to the House for a vote in the form of an amendment. Unfortunately, it failed, and we were able to identify who the true believers in the bill were and those who weren't so inclined to pass. As we move forward in the years to come, I think that we will continue to elect people who are like-minded. For those that don't support that type of legislation, I think we'll be run out of office.
I'm a pro-life candidate. I'm all about, the support of the gun owners in the state of Pennsylvania. There's many, many things. Again, with myself, the main thing is that the state does not go and cut funding for education. Again, education should be like at the top of everyone's priority, especially being that in most cases, the money that's going into education is educating the kids that are going to be the future of your area. And so at this point in time, from what I know education is going to be my top priority.
There are no Republican challengers in the race for the 119th. Well, you can follow all of the action from the primary election right here on SSPTV. Join us starting at 8 p.m. as our panel will discuss the races taking place. The panel includes Sam Lassant Sr., Luzerne County Council Chairman Rick Morelli, State Representative Tara Toohill, and Hazelton Councilman Dave Sosar, and former Hazelton Area School Board member and Councilman Mike DeCosmo. So again, join SSPTV's election coverage starting tomorrow at 8 p.m. Hundreds came out on Sunday for the Hazelton area's first ever Unity Walk. The 1.1 mile walk was organized by the Hazelton Integration Project that is housed inside the Hazelton One Community Center. Prior to the walk, Bob Curry, president of HIP's board of directors, read a statement from its founder, Hazelton native and Tampa Bay Rays manager Joe Madden. Madden wrote, quote, "As we begin today's event, please remember we are walking in the same dirt, the same path as was traveled by our fathers, grandfathers, and great-grandfathers who came to this country from Italy, Poland, Germany, Ireland, and other European countries. And today we are proud to share the same direction with our new brothers and sisters from countries like the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, South America, and Mexico. Same path, same walk, we are Hazelton," unquote. Curry says the walk will be an annual event. This is National EMS Week, and in observance, the Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazelton unveiled its brand new EMS room in the hospital's emergency department.
For EMS, this is a room that they can come, take a break in, get a cup of coffee, get some water, something to eat during their busy days. They're often on the run nonstop during their shift. It's often tough to find time, a little downtime for a break to get something to eat or drink, and this is a place where they can have that room. And we'd like to provide that opportunity to them. It's something they richly deserve.
Many were on hand for today's special program. Well, from the desk of the Superintendent of Schools in the Hazelton Area School District, tonight marks the district's second town hall meeting. The session will include discussion on redistricting. The town hall meeting gets underway at 6 p.m. at the District Administration Building. The public is invited to attend. Get your election day started off on the right foot with the Standard Speaker. In tomorrow's paper, you'll hear from voters from our area who are now in new legislative districts. That story and much more in tomorrow's Standard Speaker. Coming up on FYI, we have an all-new fitness segment with Janine next. Plus, we'll meet Grux and his owner and talk about local obedience classes for dogs.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
Well, how many say you're going to start your diet or your exercise routine on Mondays? We have a segment on FYI every Monday to help you stay in shape and really live a healthy lifestyle. We're here at Core Fitness and we're learning about spin today, right?
Right. So we wanted to show you guys some spin bikes that we have, and there's different places that you can go for this, but we do offer it here just for women. It's a great thing to add to your routine if you're kind of stuck in a rut or you wanted to try something different. And spinning is great because it has less impact on your ankle joints and your knees. So you're going to get that cardiovascular activity that you need for the fat burning, and you're not going to put as much stress on your body.
All right.
So when you walk into a spin class, first of all, your instructor should show you how to set up your bike, which ours would do. So you're going to step next to your bike and you're going to lift your leg up, and you're going to get your seat to your hip height. So this one actually is almost good for Janine, right about there.
Is this a kid bike? Is it a kid's?
This is not a kid's bike. This is this has a weighted wheel, so it's made for going really fast.
Okay.
So you're just going to step in, and you have your shoe attachments here. Some of them have special shoes that you could clip in. Okay. Ours just are tension loaded on that.
Okay. So get your feet in there, or not?
You can get it in. There you go. And you put your toes all the way to the end of the clip.
All right, so they adjust.
They adjust.
All right.
And then you're just going to start to pedal. And right when you start, you should have no weight on your bike. And as you go through, your music's going to turn up, your instructor is going to get pretty pumped, and then she's going to start to cue you to add the tension to your bike. So you have the weight tension right here, Janine, so you're just going to start to turn it to the right, to the other right, clockwise. There you go. Keep going. Keep adding it. Then you're going to start to feel that weight add on.
Now, will she say how many times to turn?
She will. She'll tell you 1, 2, 3, how many turns you need, and it's going to go by your music. She's going to get you really motivated. So you're going to start
Sweat here,
you're going
if
to
I
start to
start
sweat
sweating here?
pretty quickly. So you
Right.
could burn anywhere between 5 and 1,000 calories. So between 500 in about a half hour,
Wow.
800 to 1,000 calories in an hour in a really good spin class.
Now, do you spin like this the whole time, or do you like
No,
take breaks?
you can. There really is no break. She'll slow you down. She'll let you get a drink of water, but no getting off the bike here.
Okay.
But you will come out of your seat, which we call jumping.
Okay.
So you're gonna put your hands at the side of the bike and you're gonna come out of the seat, and that's gonna simulate climbing. You're gonna kind of push your butt back. This is fantastic for your legs. It's fantastic
can
for your
feel it.
core. She may have you doing some upper body push-ups on your bar, so you can get that involved as well.
Look at me. Woo!
Good job.
On Monday here.
Great job.
Okay, so what are we talking about next week?
Next week we're gonna talk about posture.
Okay. Because with us texting.
Yes,
and our
everybody's on
computers-
their phone and their shoulders are hunching forward and they're sitting at their computers all day or driving in a car. So we're going to talk about posture next
All
week.
right, keep your posture. We'll see you next week right here at Core Fitness.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
In the distance, I believe that's the building that now houses the Greater Hazleton Historical Society. Here's hoping all the cold weather is now history for a little bit in our area. There's only one way for us to find out. Here's your local weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 44. All right, that kills it right there. It's cold. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 69. Tuesday night, scattered showers mainly after 2 a.m. We will get down to 52. Wednesday, scattered showers and thunderstorms likely. We will get up to 68 degrees. Wednesday night showers are likely. The low will be 51. For Thursday, showers likely again as we get up to 67 degrees. For Thursday night, there's another chance of showers, but it will be mostly cloudy with a low around 46. For Friday, another chance of showers, but partly sunny day with a high near 64. And then at night, there is yet another chance of showers. The low will get down to 47.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat with their ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food with their burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, located on Route 93 in West Hazleton. Stop on by today or give them a call at 570-455-5362.
We can also treat this as our social segment here tonight because it's Grox's birthday, as we're joined by Michelle Rhodes and her dog, Grox. And Michelle's with Passion for Paws. And right now, Grox is showing off some of his obedience training. He, just by sitting here while you're talking, you said, is kind of a big deal with some dogs.
It is a big deal. Like I said, a lot of clients will tell me their dogs will be like like a fish on the end of a hook. They can't just simply stand and talk to somebody. Their dog is twirling and driving them crazy, dragging them around. Whereas I think it's nicer to just have a dog where you can stand and I can talk to you and shake your hand and we can greet and pay for things, you know, whatever, while he's just calmly waiting for his next command.
And tell us a bit about Grox. Did you say he was a rescue or you got him from a shelter?
No, actually, I searched around and found a reputable breeder, which is what I'm a big fan of shelters and rescues. But I did want to get a dog from a pup, so I did my research. I found an excellent breeder, Schwartz Family Rottweilers. I have to give them a quick plug because they're amazing. And I got him when he was about 9 weeks old. And he started his training right away, socialization and just, you know, getting him out there in the public, so he's used to being everywhere.
And he's showing off again even more now, laying down and taking it really easy. Was he always so obedient? Talk about the progression for Grox.
No, Grox was a little devil. He started off as a devil, but again, I turned the evil to good. It's basically, I tell everyone, it's a little bit every day. It's exercise is so important. With a big dog, a small dog, you have to exercise them every day, and obedience every day. Just 5, 10, 15 minutes a day goes a long way, just basic commands. And then once they get more advanced, you can show them other things as well, because I think brain energy is important too, because we always say a tired dog's a good dog. So.
And tell me about, you'd like to special in with the people you work with, dogs who were rescued or dogs from shelters. Tell us about why you're so passionate about that.
Well, I fostered Rottweilers and Pit Bulls for about 15 years, and I've come across every kind of issue there was, as far as from like serious aggression, dog aggression, people aggression, food aggression, fearful dogs. And what we like to, like I said, a lot of clients will come to us and say, you know, my dog was great. Like we always say, there's the 2 weeks of heaven where when you adopt a dog, they're great for about 2 weeks, and then they start to kind of come out of their shell, and then everything goes wrong, where they start to jump on people, they can start to turn into little devils. So what Joanne and I actually like to specialize in is helping people through the hysteria, so they don't return the dogs back to the shelter or the rescue. We want them to, contact us, and we'll work you through a problem. There's nothing that we can't help you through, and we won't give up.
And last, I just want to hit on, you also offer, if people are interested in their dog maybe being a therapy dog, can you talk about that program?
Absolutely. Joanne is a great person for that. We help each other out. She runs the therapy dog classes at the Y. Basically what she does is she will take your dog and turn them into a wonderful therapy dog. Not every dog is cut out for it, but it's something that she can definitely tell you if they are. Actually, most dogs are. They just need to be good in their just basic obedience, and then she takes it to another level where she gets them used to like wheelchairs, walkers, teaching them not to eat things that they shouldn't eat. And it's just a great program, because once you get a therapy dog, you can take them to children's hospitals and elderly homes and really cheer up people's lives. It really makes a difference.
All right, well, check out the WISE classes. And Grux, don't get up. We're done. So that's it for now. Grux was a good dog. And here's tonight's Pennsylvania midday winning lottery numbers. Good luck, everybody.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
We are in for an exciting week of playoff action. Last week, we took a look at the District 2 baseball and softball playoffs. Tonight, let's see what's happening in District 11. On Wednesday, Tamaqua will host Southern Lehigh in the AAA playoffs. The winner there will face either Bethlehem Catholic or Lehighton. Salisbury is at home. They'll play North Schuylkill in the AA playoffs. The number 1 seed in that tournament, Notre Dame Green Pond, awaits the winner of this one in the semifinals. To the Single A playoffs, where Marion is the number 3 seed, and they start off at home against Nativity. Whoever wins this one will get the winner of Schuylkill Haven and Lehigh Valley Christian. If you are a local softball fan, you are going to love this Thursday. North Schuylkill, they host Tamaqua in the AA playoffs. The winner from this game will face off against number 1 seed Penn Argyl. Monomoy area, they open up at Marion, and whoever wins that round will travel to Blue Mountain for the next round against either Moravian Academy or Minersville. On Monday night, the Calder Cup playoffs return to Northeast Pennsylvania as the Penguins come home to face the Bruins with a 3-2 series lead. With the win tonight, the Penguins will move on to the Eastern Conference Finals against St. John's. If the Bruins pull out the victory, we'll have a Game 7 on Wednesday. Over the weekend at Evergreen Raceway Park, Brian Sones from Freeland won his first modified main event. Tom Casagrande from Drums won the Pure Stock 20-lap race, and this Sunday there's a modified race, a street stock race, a dirt modified race, and there's a kids big wheel race at Evergreen Raceway Park. That sounds like a lot of fun. I wonder what the age cutoff is. Russ Kanzler had the weekend off for the Rail Riders, but he's batting .261 and he's third on the team with 13 walks right now. He has 2 homers and 15 runs batted in. I'm done, but there's a lot more sports coming your way. Get ready for an education from Ron Marchetti. He's in next with Trivia Treats.
May 19th. Hi, everybody. On this Trivia Treats Monday. 10 years ago at this very time, in 2004, the New Jersey Nets survived the battle with the Detroit Pistons to win Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinals, 127-120 in 3 overtimes in Auburn Hills. The game was sent into overtime when Detroit's Chauncey Billups hit a 43-foot shot to tie the game at 88. The third OT was played mainly with substitutes because 4 players on each team had fouled out. The unlikely hero of the night was Nets forward Brian Scalabrine, who scored 17 points in 23 minutes by hitting 6 of 7 from the field. The victory gave the Nets a 3-2 lead in the series. However, Detroit recovered to win Game 6, 81-76 in New Jersey, and Game 7, 70-69 at home. The Pistons then went on to capture the NBA title by taking the Lakers in 5 games. On this day in 1944, 70 years ago, Clyde Shown of the Reds no-hit the Boston Braves 1-0 before a crowd of only 1,014 at Crosley Field in Cincinnati, and that counted the players. Am I nuts? That's too far back for a Monday. I'm sorry, but I just had to do that. Okay, let's come forward 60 years to 2004. 10 years ago, Arizona Diamondbacks ace Randy Johnson pitched a perfect game to down the Atlanta Braves 2-0 at Turner Field In Atlanta, he threw 117 pitches and struck out 13. Finally, 39 years ago tomorrow night, in 1975, in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals, the Sabres outlasted the Philadelphia Flyers 5-4 in overtime in a game that was frequently interrupted by fog rising from the ice. High temperatures and humidity inside the Memorial Auditorium in Buffalo caused the fog. The game was stopped 12 times in the last 33 minutes due to the conditions, and the players were asked to skate around the rink to stir up the air. Mother of God. Anyway, despite the defeat, the Philadelphia Flyers moved on to win the series and Stanley Cup in 6 games. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First, a very happy birthday to Rose Lee Bednars. This wish comes from your family, friends, and all of us here at News 13. Now for tonight's Talk of the Town. There will be guided bird walks at Nescopec State Park Saturday, June 7th, beginning at 8 a.m. Come for a morning stroll to look and listen for birds. The event is free, but registration is required. You can call 570-403-2006. And the Penn Rod and Gun Club presents the Children's Father's Day Fishing Derby. This will be at the Rod and Gun Club grounds on Sunday, June 15th. Registration is from 8 to 10, and the derby is from 10 to noon. This event is free for children ages 3 to 15, and prizes will be awarded. Call 570-233-0093 to pre-register. And finally, the Fun Fest Craft Show, Arts, Crafts, and Home Party Show. Vendor spaces are now available. This event will run September 6th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then September 7th from 11 to 7. This will be held in the Marco Building parking lot, and call 570-455-1509 for more information. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on Channel 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is George Gambetta of Hazleton. George, if you're watching, give us a call right now at 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
That's all we have for this Monday. Join us again tomorrow. Remember, SSPTV's election coverage begins at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take it easy, everyone.